Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new backdrop. As you can see, I am not at home, and that is because I have decided to move to the countryside. It's not permanent, but as you may know, I have been very busy behind the scenes writing my debut book, which will be coming in months and months and months time, so that's a long way off, but I'm busy doing it, and I wanted to be able to spend some time really focused on my writing, so I thought it would be a good idea to go somewhere where there are very few distractions. So I have come to the middle of the countryside in Somerset, to a tiny little village, and I found myself a tiny little cottage to stay in while I crack on with my writing. So that is what I am here for. I have been spending my days busy at the window over there. I'm going to do you a little tour of the space shortly and show you everything because it is so cute. I think you're going to absolutely love it. You can see a little bit behind me of the kind of vibe here. It's very up my street. I just feel right at home here. And yeah, I'm going to give you a little tour of the cottage, and I'm going to show you around the village as well where I'm staying, because it is stunning and it's very peaceful. It's kind of exactly what I need. So I'm very excited to be here, and yeah, I'm just cracking on with a lot of work essentially. But also whilst I'm here, I am trying to take a bit of an opportunity to relax, to reflect. I'm here by myself, you know, it's a solo trip, and yeah, just enjoy a very different pace of life to my life in London, and enjoy some fresh air, enjoy the stars at night, which from here are incredible. I haven't seen stars that vivid, I think, since I went to the Atlas Mountains, so it's been a while since I've seen the stars that bright in the sky, so that's been really enjoyable. I just thought I would vlog, and I might do maybe even a mini-series. I'll see how I go, but I will try and pick the camera up whilst I'm here. It's nice to have someone to chat to. Pumpkin and Mittens are being looked after at home. I have been FaceTiming them, they're all good. I do miss them a lot. I think they would absolutely love it here, especially all the birdies that I can see out of the window. We've got all the little blue tits, I've seen some robins, and you hear them chattering away. It's just fab here. I think you're gonna love it. And yeah, I just get really excited about my days here, where I have my little routine planned, get on with some writing, then I potter around the high street. The village does have a really well-equipped high street. So it's a tiny village, but it's got some little shops. It has got a pub, which I'm yet to try, but it's got a lovely cafe, which I've sat in and worked. It's got a little library, which I might pop in later today, because that's open. I've also been having to check all the opening times, because sometimes it can be hit and miss, can't it? And you have to check what's open on what day and that sort of thing. So I've been getting myself organised and yeah, getting into a little bit of a routine. Also, whilst I'm here, I have bought my paints with me, because I do want to do some more creative things while I'm here, not just sitting at the laptop. I mean, writing is creative, of course, but I just feel like it's a lot of screen time as well. So I have bought my paints with me, and I want to say a big thank you to Craftsy, who are sponsoring today's video. If you haven't heard of Craftsy before, essentially they are an online resource for all things creative, and I think a lot of you will be interested in this because they offer classes in things like knitting, crochet, quilting. For those of you who love to cook, there's classes in cooking, baking, even cake decorating. And yeah, I love to paint, and it's not often that I get around to picking up a paintbrush and having a go at painting canvases or painting on watercolour paper. It's usually that I end up painting the walls in my home. So whilst I'm here, I thought it would be fun to join a class. I'm going to have a go at watercolour painting, and I've been inspired by some of the flowers that I've spotted in the gardens around the village and also in the cottage here. Their classes include step-by-step instructions and downloadable resources, and they're taught by experienced instructors who share their professional techniques. So I think even if you're taking a class in something that you already do, it's always good to learn something new from somebody else. And if, like me, you're new to Craftsy, I have got a fabulous offer for you where you can scan the code that is on the screen or click the link in my description box, and the first 1,000 of you that do that will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for just $1.49. Yes, you heard that correctly. So it is a fantastic offer. So do not delay if you're keen for this one. I know loads of you are crafty creatives and it's probably right up your street. So yeah, sign up and enjoy getting creative. I'm really looking forward to this. And if you do let me know how you get on and what you get up to. I'd love to hear all about that. I'm gonna have a quick sip of my coffee, and then I guess we should jump into a little tour of the cottage. So this is the door where you come in. You have this lovely double door that goes out onto this lovely little courtyard area, which has a nice little bench to sit at. The birds are chattering away out here. We have a beautiful sunny day. I'll just show you the rest of this garden and the front. So once you're inside, on the right hand side here we have this log burner, which I am yet to light because it's been rather nice and toasty in here, but I think I might have to get that fired up very soon. Definitely want to try it while I'm here. There's a little armchair here which I've slung my coat over, and the television, there's a DVD player, and there's loads and loads of DVDs in those drawers, which I'm quite excited about because sometimes it's just nice to pop a movie on like a DVD. And they've got some good options here. It's one of my favourite comedies. And yeah, loads of cool films. So I'll definitely have a rummage through these and pop a film on in the evening. There's a digital radio, which is really handy. I've been having Classic FM on during the day, which is nice and relaxing here. And then moving around, we have a bookshelf that's absolutely loaded with different books and magazines. Some nice lamps. There's some drawers over here, which I've got some of my belongings in, and some more books on top of the drawers there. And then this is the bed with lamps either side of it, and this lovely patchwork cover. You can see the sun is completely streaming in now, so it's a little bit contrasty. Moving around, there's a couple of stools that go with the breakfast bar, but I've utilised one of them as a little bedside table. I've got my candle here, the winter time one, which I've been burning and smells lovely. Then you've got a wardrobe here, which is nice and big and deep. So I've just got my suitcase in there, and also thrown some bits up the top. There's an iron and an ironing board. And then off to the side here we have the bathroom, the little ensuite shower room, which is very nice. You've got the shower around here. It's electric power shower, and then there's some shelves on the back here, a few hooks on the door, and a heated towel rail, which is lovely in the evenings and in the mornings when I have a shower. And then moving around to this area here, welcome to my office situated in the window here. So this is where I have been writing. So I've utilised this table that was a bedside table, and it's just the right height when I sit in this chair to be able to type at. I've just got a nice view out of the window, and it's a really lovely spot just to sit and get my work done. There's good Wi-Fi here as well, which is really handy. You know, with my job and also with my writing, definitely need the internet access, so that's great. And yeah, we've got some drawers here. In here, I've put some snacks and various bits that I brought with me, or a few bits I picked up along the way. I've been raiding this. This is the snack drawer. And yeah, I just bought a couple of like emergency meals. I wasn't sure what the situation would be when I arrived in the village. I've got some flu tablets here because I've still been a bit on and off, you know, a bit run down, so the vitamins there. I've got some tea bags in B&M and also some crisps and some Maltesers, just some, yeah, emergency snacks. When I arrived here, there's a local co-op and that had flooded, so there was no co-op. Luckily there was a newsagent's open, so I was able to pick up some supplies in there. And yeah, since then I have made much use of the high street here. They have a lovely little bakery, a butcher's, greengrocers. Picked up a lovely loaf of bread at the bakery. These are apple muffins that the owners of the cottage made, and they came and brought them to me and left them on the bench in the garden. How delightful is that? I'm saving them because I want to buy some custard to warm them up and have them with some custard. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to those. So this is the kitchen. We have this shelf up here with the tea and coffee and glasses and mugs. And then around here we have the kettle and the toaster, the microwave, the sink, and yeah, there's like a little cupboard space underneath the sink with pots and pans and bits and pieces, a few little food supply bits in there. I have made a pasta bake, made that last night, which was stunning. I used some sausages from the local butchers. I've also picked up some bacon and some chicken thighs and some cheese and some eggs. I don't actually know what I'm going to make with those chicken thighs. And now I bought the bacon. I bought the bacon to make bacon sandwiches, but now I'm thinking I might wrap it around them. I don't know. I also bought some Philadelphia because I love a bagel, but then I couldn't find any bagels, so I might whack a bit of the Philadelphia in amongst that. Maybe I'll do, oh, do you know what? I could do another pasta bake and use the chicken and the bacon in that with a bit of this. I don't really plan meals very well. I've noticed when it's left to my own devices. I just buy things that I like the look of, and then yeah, I don't really think it through. But I will definitely use all of those up and come up with something. I might just do a little tray bake again, because I love just whacking things in the oven, which it does have here. You've got your oven, your grill, and your electric hobs, a little extractor, your cooking implements up the back there. And so yeah, it's kind of like a one room space, which I really like. You've got the breakfast bar here in the bin. There's two stools, so if there's two of you could sit either side of this to eat. I've also sat here with my laptop a little bit, but with these stools, not good for my lower back. So this is where I am situated to do my writing if I'm not up at Cafe-licious having a delicious coffee and a cake. So yeah, that is the tour of the cottage. So yeah, this is my home for 8 days in total, and I'm a few days in, and yeah, I'm having a lovely time so far. It was a little bit nerve-wracking coming here by myself. I'm okay with travelling by myself, I do it a lot, but I think, well, one thing was picking up a hire car. You know what I'm like with my driving. It's not my favourite, and without having someone to navigate you particularly, I found that a little bit challenging, but I managed it. We are here, and yeah, that was all good. So I got used to just listening to the sat-nav instructions and actually just paying attention to, you know, like the road signs on the roundabouts and stuff to see where I'm heading to, which often we don't do so much these days, do we? We rely so much on technology. So yeah, proud of myself that I got here in the hire car by myself, and not looking forward to reversing it back out of the drive because I haven't used it in the past couple of days. And also a lot of the streets around the village are very narrow, and you know, you get the tractors and all that kind of stuff to navigate with the kind of country roads, don't you? It's a very different experience to driving around London. I mean, I haven't been beeped at, so that's always nice. Right, I am going to get my boots on. I'm wondering whether to put my coat on. It's so sunny outside, but I think it is really chilly still. But yeah, you know, when the sun's really shining, and I've only got a big coat with me, so we shall see. But yeah, we'll head out for a little explore. I need to pick up a tin of custard for my apple muffins later on, and I think I might do a little bit of work up in the cafe as well. There's a really nice spot in there that I can sit, and yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, we'll go for a little wander and I'll show you around the village. What a beautiful sunny day it is. It is rather chilly, so I'm glad I bought the big coat and put that on. I'm going to head to the library first of all, because I think there's a little information centre in there. And yeah, just see if I can get a little bit of information. Maybe, I wonder if they've got like a little map or something. Here it is, library and information. Some different bits going on in here by the looks of things. So we have some information here. Welcome to South Petherton. It says here the historic Hamstone village of South Petherton stands above the River Parrett, and it was granted a market charter by King John in 1213. The historic heart is situated around a 15th century church and the market square. There are fine old houses throughout, dates back to the 14th century, and Hayes End Manor dating from 1610. So you've got a little overview map here, and there is a couple of churches here. This one's called the Parish of St. Peter and St. Paul. Oh, is it open? We could have a quick look inside. Nice little village church. They had a free lending library in there, and also they had a food bank too. And I noticed there was a box, like a basket full of blankets. I'm wondering if that's just in case, you know, people want to go to the church and it's a bit chilly in there, they can grab a blanket. I thought it was quite a nice touch. I'm just heading up the high street now. There's a charity shop here in RSPCA, and unfortunately, due to flooding, they're closed. So I think they've had a flood all the way down the street here because the co-op is also closed at the moment. So that's a shame, and it's not open until the 5th of Feb. So yeah, I'll be leaving before then, unfortunately. So never mind. There is another one a little bit further on up, and go up there. There is also St. Margaret's, and I'm going to do a separate thrifting video. So we'll definitely have to have a little look in here and a proper browse. So I'll vlog that. Stay tuned. We've got some nice baskets in the window here, quite nice. Can we appreciate how cute the infant school is here? Look at that. They've got some beautiful houses. It's a really interesting colour stone. I love the paintwork colour on this house. I sent a picture of that to Luke. I thought he would like that too. And then, yeah, as we wander on up, look at this. Isn't this cute? Start to get to the shops. The bus has just gone by, the 81, and I picked up a timetable for that in the library in the information centre. We have the Brewer's Arms, the pub over the road here, which looks rather nice. So it says here that the Brewer's Arms is open at the weekends for breakfast. And they also do a pub lunch for £10, I've noticed, which sounds good. Yeah, Pub Classics, Tuesday to Friday. Dog friendly, just pop in. And there's this sweet little florist called The Secret Garden. There's a little newsagent's here, which was very handy with the co-op being closed, just to grab some essentials. And also I had to get some cash out as well. I often forget that a lot of places just take cash, don't they? So that was very handy too. Just a bit further up, there's a butcher's and a nice little bakery as well that's connected to it. I had one of their rolls yesterday, which are £2.50, and yeah, it was delicious. Had a sausage roll as well from there. And then we have a lovely greengrocer's, which is a traditional style one, full with fresh produce. It's got that smell when you walk past. You know, when like you can smell all the lovely fresh, like cabbagey kind of smell. Nice, like wholesome fruit and veg coming out of it. I haven't been in there yet, so I do need to pop in there and get some fruit and vegetables. You've even got a TV repair shop here, and they do the keys cutting and all your bits and pieces, your video transfers. I saw like a chap working away in the back room. Oh, there goes the bus. So that bus goes to Yeovil, which is where I got the train to. So I could have not bothered with the hire car, because I didn't realise how well equipped the village would be, and I'm quite happy here. But as I've got it, I can go for a little drive if I fancy it. So it's nice to have. There's also a gift shop just across the road here, but it's closed until next week. I think I might be able to just catch this on the morning that I'm departing if it's open in time. Depends what time in the morning it opens, but it looks like they do like lovely homeware bits in there from what I can see. Yeah, they're on their winter break at the minute. Look at the stonework here. So many pretty cottages around the village. You've got the bus stop over here, and then the church beyond, and then up there's quite a nice little walk you can do. I just went up one of the lanes for a little wander last night. Yeah, it's really pretty up there. There was all the snowdrops have come out. So yeah, I think we'll wander back and head down towards, there's like a little town square where the cafe is, and I'm going to sit in there and do a bit of work. Right, I'm going to head into Cafe-licious. I think the table in the window is free, which is lovely, and get myself a bit of lunch, coffee, and crack on. Taken the car out because the driveway is quite narrow, and I drove in the rain and quite stressed, having navigated, you know, just using the sat nav, which I'm not used to, and it was getting on for like evening time, so I was nervous about reversing it back out. So I thought I'd just do that to make sure that I can, because it kind of, the driveway backs out onto like, it's quite a steep ramp down onto a very narrow little lane with poor visibility, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna wait around for someone to like help me out to back out. I am going to be a brave boy and crack on, which is what I did. Oh, that was the curb. So yeah, that is what I did, and managed it all right. Took a little bit of manoeuvring, and also there was a delivery lorry looking quite impatient, but you know what, in the grand scheme of things, it was probably about 30 seconds, which can feel like 30 minutes, can't it, when you're in that kind of situation. But yeah, I'm just going to see if I can maybe park it somewhere else, because there's loads of free parking around the village, and I feel like then if I fancy nipping out for a drive, I don't have to start it with the stress of reversing out the little drive. Gosh, these roads are narrow around here. Everyone's very polite though, so I feel alright driving. Well, I say that, I'm quite quite tense. But yes, also I have no sat nav on at the moment because I'm using my phone to vlog, so I don't know exactly where I'm going. I'm just driving around the village looking for like a free parking space that's nearish to the cottage. So I've got my eyes peeled. And yeah, if I find somewhere easy in, easy out, easy access, that's what I like. No stressful manoeuvres before. If I do fancy popping to the shops, oh, free car park, 12 hours that was. Yeah. So yes, look at me behind the wheel. Maybe we'll see more of this year. I'm always fine. But yeah, I still just get the heebie-jeebies, so it's one of those things I just need to kind of practice a bit more, I think. Right, we've got nothing near to the cottage, so I might just take it a little bit further away, and yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was way too stressful. My parallel parking's pretty decent, but I don't want to do it on this little narrow road. In fact, there's one more street up. What would Kate McCabe do? She'd go to the next street and find a bigger space. Oh, there's loads of space up here. Right, I'm going to whack it in here. Yeah, this'll do. This'll do very nicely, as long as no one blocks me in. Right, let's get you nice and close to the curb. My idea of nice and close to the curb is about 3 feet, if ever you've seen me park. Some of you might have been here since I vlogged when I was given a freaking Bentley to drive through central London. That was a potential PR catastrophe for whoever arranged that one, because putting me behind the wheel of a Bentley through central London was not the wisest move, but I managed that. Parking it like this, and remember, just off, I think it was Berkeley Square, just buses, and oh my goodness, it was dark. The stress of that. These days I would just say no to something like that. I wouldn't do the polite thing of, hey, sure. Oh, bit more in. Let's get you really close to the curb without damaging the wheels. Okay, are we in? He says. Yeah. Straighten the front up, so when I pull off it's nice and straight. That will do. They've got loads of space behind me. There's loads of space ahead of me. Yeah. Do you have to do it? No. Oh, there we go. Some things are just too fancy for me. There's a handy little button there. Right. Quick sip of the Diet Coke. I'm glad that I've done that. I am back at the cottage now. I am going to settle in for the rest of the afternoon and the evening. I'm going to spend some time now getting the paints out. I'm going to do some painting and have a go at that watercolour class. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I really enjoyed that. I was properly in my own little world there. It's amazing when you do something creative, isn't it? How your mind just focuses on the task in hand and what you're doing. It's such a lovely way to relax. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this little look around with me and the tour of the cottage and the village, and I think I will definitely continue vlogging whilst I'm here. It feels like such a lovely place to be that, yeah, I'd like to share more of it with you. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day or evening, whatever you're up to. A big thank you again to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. Do make the most of that fantastic offer if you would like to try Craftsy for yourself. Yeah, do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!